The day is September 20th, 2024. I go to my favourite club in Middlesbrough, Sinners, and I ask a fantastically mustached employee, would it be possible to do some artwork for the walls? And he said, yeah. Sinners is pretty much a monthly metal event held in Middlesbrough, England. It's usually on the last Friday of every month, but obviously in September that was not the last Friday, it was the 20th. That was a week early to coincide with Teesside University's Freshers Week. They've got a great vibe, a lot of great people, mostly, and some really cool posters made by quite a few different artists over the years. In fact, one of the posters, the first one I ever saw, in fact, one of my favourites, is done by one of the artists at the same tattoo shop I go to, which is pretty cool, I think. I've been wanting to make art for this club for ages, because it's my kind of vibe. All the artwork is kind of demonic. They've got crosses and coffins everywhere. So with a bit of support from my friend, who I'm just going to call Amy, it's not her name, I approached the employee as it was closing. I was like, hey, gotta do some artwork, and he said, yeah, message us on Instagram. And I did that 10 days late, which surely delayed this far more than it would have been anyway. 2 days after messaging them, they get back to me, and they're completely down. They like the examples I showed them. So then another few days later, they get back to me again with a brief, which isn't really much. It's just, okay, yeah, here are the frame dimensions, 63 by 83 centimeters, so a bit big. And, well, I kind of just said, go hog wild. Just make it red and demonic. Now, I was going to make it demonic anyway, that's all I really draw, and it's the vibe of the club. But my initial idea was to actually draw Leviathan. I mean, you wouldn't know unless you follow me on other social media, but Leviathan is green. And they said you could use other colors, just make the main color, the main theme red. So I was going to do that anyway. It's just color, not color in artwork doesn't have to be literal. Look at Arcane and Spider-Verse, beautiful art in there. So I started sketching, but I just couldn't think of a good composition with Leviathan. So I just tried different ideas that weren't exactly character related, just random demons, such as the Demona Lisa here, which I was quite fond of. But I still wanted to do something else. I didn't want to settle on the third design I did. So I kept sketching. I didn't really think any of them were that interesting, until I bit the bullet and drew my main character, Aishmu, who I didn't want to draw because I draw her all the fucking time. As it turns out, it was a good composition. It was my favourite of sketches, and all of my friends said, yeah, that's the one you should go with. So I started working on it officially, after a bit too long, really. Like I said, the frame dimensions are 63 by 83 centimeters. If you want it to be good quality, you have to make it really big, DPI, dots per inch, for the printer. So I asked the club. I was really hoping that they would say 96, but it was 300. So my canvas had to be like 9,000 by 12,000, something like that. I had to look at the number again. And I'm on a pretty mediocre laptop at the minute, and obviously I recorded it as well, so it was really laggy. And frankly, I was worried I wouldn't be able to finish it, but I did. I pushed through, and I finished it on the 14th of October, I want to say. So then I had to make sure I could actually send them the file, because if you know anything about Instagram, it compresses the shit out of everything. So the two options they gave me were Dropbox and WeTransfer. The WeTransfer didn't work, because they misspelled the email, and I didn't want to ask. So either way, I sent them both, and they got the image, which was quite nice. At this point, it was just waiting and hoping, because I had no idea what was going to happen after that. The next event is November 1st, which means they skipped October technically, just so it could be closer to Halloween, because that was Thursday, and the first was a Friday, and blah blah blah. And obviously after 2 weeks, I wasn't expecting it to be up fully, because they don't own their own massive printer. It's going to be third party, and there's all sorts of steps to getting that printed and framed. And so I wasn't expecting it to be there, but I still had hope. I went, I was going to anyway, and I had a miserable time because it was so crowded and I couldn't move, and it was really loud, and whatever. It wasn't up, which was kind of sucked. Then finally we come to Thursday, 28th of November. I'm waiting for someone to reply, and Sinners messages me, not who I wanted to message me, but still. They say they've got it printed, they've got it framed, but it won't be up until December's event because they're having issues with the light and they want to display it properly. This was a little disappointing at first, but you know, if they want to show it properly, I appreciate that. And also, the open and honest communication was really nice, because I wasn't getting that, and I still haven't gotten that at the time of recording this. I need to talk to oh my god, I'm not gonna crash out. This is unrelated. Unfortunately, I was going away for a few weeks at the end of December, so I was gonna miss this event. Or that's what I thought. As it turns out, the last event of December would have been the New Year's event, which is like an extra one, really. The December's event was on the 14th, so 2 weeks into the month, easy, I was able to go. It wasn't there. But I went to the bar, and the mustache man I mentioned earlier came up and said, "Mate, we're still having an issue with the light, sorry, it'll be up next month. It's going on the wall, we've got the pegs on and everything." So then I took a picture of the wall, the blank wall, and sent it to my mum like a fool. Anyway, with all of that out of the way, I actually wrote this script, I think, at the end of November, and it's taken so long for any proper update to come out. I haven't bothered to record it till now, 19th of January, but there actually has been an update in that time. It's up, and I know that because my friend went to the New Year's event, and she told me, and I saw a very small glimpse of it on a photo on the Sinners Instagram. Well, not their Instagram, someone else's. They shared the post, so I'm not going to put it on here because it feels a bit weird. But yeah, it's up, and the next time I'll have an update and I'll be able to finish this video finally will be the 31st.
Hi, sorry, we're coming up on March's Sinners now, 28th of March, and I forgot to finish this after January's, so yeah, it's up and it's pretty cool. Although the light on it still doesn't work. Anyway, here's some photos of it.